Hi, welcome to the channel. This is Moyna Bass Fishes. I'm Jim Moyna, professional bass fisherman. Today, in this video, we're going to talk about the fourth day of practice here at Lake Ouachita. This is for the 2024 Bassmaster Open. And we got a half a day of practice tomorrow. Tournament begins Thursday. Today was, I thought maybe I figured something out yesterday, and I went forward with that thought. Today didn't really pan out. I was kind of disappointed. Ended up catching a wide variety of fish today, so that was kind of fun. I caught some fun fish. Fishing was fun. Caught 4 stripers, and they were like 8 to 10 pounds, every one of them. So that was a lot of fun. Caught two sheep's head or freshwater drum. They were like jumbo size, not as big as the one that I put on my Facebook page yesterday, but they were like, one was probably like 15 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds, probably closer to 15, and the other one was maybe like a 7 or 8 pounder. So those things were a lot of fun. The one it was so funny because I'm watching on my Lowrance active target. I throw up to this point that's got a sharp drop on it because I see a fish mark up there. So I throw up there and I'm watching my bait fall, and the fish that I'm looking at's not doing anything, like most of them. But all of a sudden I see this other fish like peek out from. He comes out from the bottom signal, so he was kind of mixed in or hidden in there. I couldn't see him, but all of a sudden he swam out as the bait was falling, and he grabbed it, and of course it was one of those drum. So but it was kind of cool to see that happen. And the stripers are really cool too, because you see them you see these schools just swimming out in the open, and you don't know if they're bass or if they're stripers or white bass. I mean, I kind of figured they were stripers because the marks were pretty big, but you never know. So I always just throw at them. Plus, I ain't, why not try? Why not catch a striper, right? So, so that was really fun watching those things, and they really move fast. I mean, it's hard to, um, yeah, you have to lead the fish because you'll see them moving on your active target at a certain speed and a depth. Then it's like, then you got to figure, okay, I got to cast, you know, I got to lead these fish by like 40 feet so that by the time my bait sinks to the level that they're at, the bait's going like this, the fish are moving this way, and you want them to meet together. And that's a really tricky thing to do. I mean, more often than not, it's a fail because you'll see your bait sinking, and then all of a sudden the fish turn and then go somewhere else, and you don't get that opportunity. So it's really hard to match up that sinking bait to the fish, especially, and the deeper it is, the harder that is to do, because you got to let your bait go down that much farther, and the fish can do more things. Just the deeper it is, the harder it is to deal with that. But that was a lot of fun. But I did catch some bass today. Again, I thought I had one nice one on. The only one I lost, uh, he looked pretty darn nice. Don't know if he was a 3 pounder, don't know if he was a 5 pounder, but he was a nice one. I just kind of got a flash of him before he spit the hook, so don't know exactly for sure. But this lake still worries me, concerns me. I've got a half a day tomorrow to play around, but what concerns me is just I just don't know where my bites are coming from, when they're coming, if they're coming. Well, you never do. You never know if they're coming, but it's just this type of a lake, this time of year, is just kind of a wild card for me. So this a lot of these tournaments on this Bassmaster Open Trail are on lakes that I'm just, they're at the wrong time for the lake, or the lake is just one I haven't done very good on. But we dodged last week. We got out of Okeechobee with a 51st out of the 225, which that lake has burned me many times over. So to get out of there with a 51, okay, I'll take it. I mean, obviously you want to win, but that lake, I've finished in the hundreds on that lake multiple times over the years. So, and then this lake is going to be a challenge. Hopefully I can figure something. I mean, hopefully I can just gut it out and get them. But we'll see. We get half a day tomorrow, and then we got to be off the water at noon. Tournament starts Thursday. So what else? Had a reel break today. Just the bail spring on one of my spinning reels broke. The bail spring flips the bail over, and without that, um, you just can't operate the reel. So that's why you have more than one reel. So anyway, so that broke, but everything else is running really good. Everything's holding up. Um, what I did probably caught most of my bass today. I caught like 7 or 8 bass today, and the technique that's kind of bailed me out yesterday was a fail today. And then I finally picked up the right lure. I mean, I've cycled through many lures and finally picked up one, and I wasn't catching a lot on it, but that's where I lost that really good one on. And caught one, a 3-pounder, and then probably four other keepers on it. And it was the bites were coming about every 40 minutes, 45 minutes, something like that, when I picked that bait up. So it's not like I was drilling them, but they were bites, and bites concerned me. I'd like to come up with a way to catch like 20 fish out here, but that I haven't figured that out yet. And I know where a lot of these fish are positioning, and it's just I don't know. These fish are kind of smart here or something. They don't like me getting close to them. They just have their way of doing things. So, but it's a cool lake. I do like this lake. It's kind of like a beaver lake with grass. So it is kind of cool. It does remind me a lot of Beaver Lake, and which Beaver Lake, of course, is, I don't know what, 100 miles from here, maybe something like that. So, all right, let's call this video over for tonight, and thank you for watching.